How you going, Maggie?
I'm doing really well, but you may need to use Gypsy Maggie Rosedale, and nobody knows who Maggie Sinton is.
Oh, terribly sorry about that.
That's okay, I shall forgive you.
Cool, no worries. I don't know if people can hear the music in the background, but I'm going to turn it off now anyway.
Good on you.
Quite as well as I hoped. We wanted Stairway to Heaven behind us talking. Can you hear it?
That's all right, we've all got a stairway to heaven anyway.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
How you been? All right?
I've been pretty good, a bit damp around the edges over here in Western Australia, but pretty good.
Well, people might have heard us last week. I think it was last week. Yep, we talked about you guys needing a bit of rain there, and
we got it, but that's hello God, we don't need 12 months rain in 1/2 an hour.
Apparently, well, that's a little bit of your happening there. You played the drums or something.
I've been drumming and carrying on, but look, it wasn't my fault. Honestly, I didn't do it. I'm not guilty.
Well, all right. We'll tend to let you off the hook there.
Well, sure as in. Just don't tell the insurance companies because they're having a seizure at the moment. You there?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm hoping everybody else can hear me too, because I've got it on cue, the phone thingy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm meant to have it actually on or on cue. But it's on cue, so that's all good. What did you want to talk about this week?
Well, we have got an amazing full moon coming in tonight.
Oh!
Usually I don't touch full moons that it coincide with Easter, simply because the universal feel, from part of the world, it's very, very sad. It's got that tragic death thing happening. And the full moon usually comes in, near a Good Friday. But this one is fantastic because it's coming in tonight. Actually peaks early tomorrow, but it's like you surf this energy in tonight. You don't go in after the energy, you go in with it. So it's all about transformation. This is an amazing time for transformation. Put in what you want out of your life. Bless it. Baptize it so that say if it's anger, baptize it so that it becomes love. Whatever negative things you want to get rid of, it's like it's time for transformation. It's not just saying you're gone, it's transforming it into another area, another direction. If you've got a problem with people, it's about blessing them. The old saying, love your enemies?
Yeah.
Well, literally, this is about literal that. So it's like loving everything, changing that energy, transformation. And then you can watch it slide on in and time it or do whatever you need so that by Easter Sunday you can actually see the changes and that things are happening. And basically we're changing things for ourselves, because if we're putting our energy into someone else's negative input or someone else's negative aspect or how they perceive us, and in defending yourself, you're actually wasting your energy and buying into that whole negative thing.
Right.
By blessing it and transforming it, you're doing yourself a favour. Like attracts like. What you conceive, you achieve.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is great full moon.
People are a little bit afraid of their dark side, for want of a better word. People kind of don't. I'm one of them. For a long time, you kind of don't even want to think about the bad parts of ourselves, or for want of a better word. But it's a good idea, do you not think,
to accept them,
and kind of accept them, and then kind of work with them.
Look, if you've got a bad temper, you've got a bad temper. There's no good putting a lid on it and going, it doesn't exist.
Right.
If you bless that temper and that anger and that aggression, trace it back to where it came from, to what is making you angry, bless that. Then you can let it go. Once you've put some love and some energy and some blessing into something, it changes the vibration of it, changes how you feel. We've all got a dark and a light side. That's human. That's being human, and it's about learning, and it's about growing, and it's about, doing the best you can.
And the dark side's nothing to be ashamed of.
Your shadow is an amazing teacher.
Part of us, isn't it? And they say the womb being in the womb is dark, but it's warm and it's loving. There's kind of a difference between cold-heartedness and kind of, I guess cold-heartedness would be you kind of like the dark side and you kind of like to hurt people and you like to do that. But a lot of people are kind of afraid of their dark side.
Some people embrace that dark side.
Can't transcend it, can they? So, I mean, it's not going to go away even when we think we've accomplished something by embracing our dark side. It's not going to go away, is it? It's still going to be there.
No, it's going to go away.
But it's not
that aspect of it is going to, it's not going to be there. That aspect of it's going to be gone away because you've then got control of something. If once you've taken charge, you've taken control, then it is no longer in the driver's seat, whether that's anger, jealousy, whatever. It is no longer in the driver's seat, so that you then have control over it. So the next time you're in a position, say, the green-eyed monster comes out with a boyfriend strutting down the street and smiles at somebody with a really cute butt, you're not going to go and smash him. You're going to go, yeah, whatever, it's a boy thing. It changes the energy.
Right.
Or if you bump into someone that you really can't handle the feel of, you're not going to go into that, oh my God, I can't stand that person, hate, anger, spit, sput. You're just going to go, yeah, well,
whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, because it is a fear thing, isn't it? I mean, all the negative, for want of a better word, is just fear, isn't it? When we get jealous, it's about fear. When we get angry, it's about fear. When we get defensive, it's about fear.
And about not being in control.
Well, yeah.
Not being in control, and that's the biggest fear of all, about not being in control. But, we can absolutely be in control of all situations. It's a matter of just doing the work. And I know it sounds oversimplified, but,
It is simple, isn't it?
It is simple. If you live in a vibration of like, wow, everything is great in my life, if you wake up and thank the good Lord for everything you've got, most of us in this country, all of us in this country, are living in an abundance that is unknown or unheard of in some.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah, I reckon too.
I reckon we're doing pretty good.
That's it. It is finding the good stuff, isn't it? Even if you're broke and you've got, there's still gorgeousness around you.
Absolutely. We're living in a beautiful, free country. We wake up. We wake up well. Many people don't wake up well. We can get out of bed and do what we need to do. We can choose. It's an amazing thing to wake up free.
It is about listening to your inner self, isn't it? We hear all bad news and, governments all around everywhere aren't doing what we want them to do and all that. And, of course, you've got to fight for things like that. But it's no point getting drowned in that, is it?
No, because it's not in your control.
Yeah.
I always have two lists, my stuff and God's stuff. If I can do anything to change it, it goes in the my stuff list.
Right.
If there's nothing I can do about it, it goes in the God stuff list.
Right.
And, there's no sense stressing over it or giving it energy because you can't change it.
Well, there is no point stressing, is there? Because it's not going to fix it. But I believe we're all God.
Part thereof, yes.
Yeah, I believe we are. And we can... I don't like when people say, I'm only human. It kind of gives us an excuse. There's no point kicking yourself. It's a matter of,
I think we have to accept that we are human. At this stage, we have to accept that we are human. And as humans, we are in a learning process.
That's right.
And as in a learning process, we're like kids. We're going to make mistakes because we are children. And I mean, if a kid just doesn't do something perfect, we go, oh, bless, it's fine, have another go. But when it's a human who buggers up, we go, oh, how dreadful.
Right.
It's like, just give yourself permission to mess up from time to time.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, because you're gonna.
Yeah, and the point is to get on with it and not dwell in the kicking yourself.
That's it. Just, you what, you can't change. What's done's done. Move on to the next bit. But having said that, if you have caused pain or you have caused hurt, then it's best to find a way to sort it.
That's right.
You don't have to front up to that person if you don't need to, but you need to sort it within yourself.
Yes, definitely.